First, I'm going to do some cleanup with my new hand blower. Very nice. All right. I've already, let's move back a little bit. I've already cut the blank and put a hole in it, and hopefully we won't have any interference. Alright, that is tied down to my screw chuck. It is a little bit out of balance, so we're going to turn very slow. It's actually quite a bit out of balance, but that's fine. Alright, I think we're ready. I've got my face shield on, safety glasses, and to start out I won't be standing in front. I'm off to the side here, kind of from the same angle you're looking at. And I'm going to start out with my big 5/8 bowl gouge, because this is a pretty big piece of wood. This is nearly the biggest. It's coming very close to hitting the bed, so this is the biggest piece I can fit on this lathe. see if I can get you a better angle here. Hello, Angelina, Mr. Gladiator. Regeneration, make toothpicks. I really enjoy making toothpicks. That'd be fun. Who else is here? BG, Guarda, Angelina, Dion. Hello. I'm just a fish. Hi. How you doing? So I'm gonna get this side as the heavy side. Once I get it kind of flattened out, make a tenon, I can speed up the lathe because it's going very slow right now. I'm going to try to save as much as I can. It might break off and come out, but we'll see. Yeah, Mr. Gladiator, this is English only, please. I don't know what you're saying, and I don't want to have to interpret, so I can't do that by myself. So please, English only, or I'll put you in timeout. Am I making a bowl? We're going to make a bowl. This is going to be a wide, shallow, like a fruit bowl maybe. We're still pretty heavy on this side, so I may need to take some off the edge to get it to go a little bit shallower there. Hey Rob, Copper Owl wood turning, making a bowl out of a funky piece of cherry. Hello, Ava from Alabama. Got a little bit of cracks in this, but I don't think there'll be a problem. We'll see. And I'm still standing off to the side. I'm not ready to put myself in any danger yet. Some of this might stay. I'd really like to keep that edge. Going to be some neat stuff going on there, but I do need to cut off these big chunks so it spins a little bit better. Alright, Mr. Gladiator, gonna have to put you in timeout. I know you can type in English. Sorry, buddy. And Anunnaki from Texas. Hey, Saved Juden, back again. Good to see you. A little lizard, cool. You don't know why you love this stuff? Yeah, me neither, but I love it. I can glue the cracks, but I'll wait a little bit just to see if they go away. Usually the glue doesn't go in very far, so I end up cutting it off anyway, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Something flew off of there. Oh, our inner piece there. I'm not even sure where it went. Shoot, I was kind of hoping that would stay. Alright, we'll keep going. Saved Juden. Thank you so much. That I love it. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Hey, BK. Garrett, thanks for stopping in. We're making a bowl. They hacked at piece of wood. Hacked at, yeah, pretty much for now. So this is a piece of firewood, and a lot of times you'll see guys on wood turning channels. Usually we'll get a nice blank. It'll be all sized right, easier to turn, but better wood maybe. I really like the challenge of firewood because it's kind of junky. There's a lot that can go wrong. Like I lost that whole piece. maybe more in there, but sometimes the payoff is better. But just I enjoy the challenge of turning something that's odd shaped. So all right, I'm going to clean up this tenon a little bit and turn it around so I can flatten up the top of the bowl, and maybe I can move the lathe faster. And this is on the screw chuck, so I need to, no, I'll leave it on there. So this one, to mount a bowl, there's a couple different ways you can do it. I drilled a 5/16 hole and put the screw in the chuck and then screwed it in. And if you tighten it up against all the jaws, it'll hold really good so that you can make the tenon on the other side. Now, you can take this out. Because I won't need that anymore. We're a little heavy on this side, and I think that's why it's not turning smooth. It is nighttime, it's 9:40. How many of evolving this is where we are? Eric, are you in the right, like, are you caught up? I don't think you've caught up, brother. I don't think you're caught up. I think you need to catch up. I don't know how to tell somebody that in the future. I think he's behind a little bit. Alright, let's get this faced off. So you can hear it as it, when I'm first hitting, it's only hitting certain spots. And then as it goes all the way around, it's more consistent sound. I don't know what these are going to do. These might not make it. I may, as I get closer, put some glue on that to try to save it. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm gonna put a tenon on this side in case I need to go back, well, when I go back to do the outside again, because I think we're pretty much, I'm gonna speed it up now and switch to the 1/2 inch bowl gouge. This is the 1/2 inch. 5/8 is quite a bit bigger. 1/2 inch, I should be able to do some better cutting. And then I have a brand new 1/2 inch that I'm still working on the shape, but we're gonna break that out at some point as we go. Brand new, never been used. All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna speed it up. We're turning about 500 RPM. I'm gonna go up to 900, just the next slot. Eric, hey Caitlin, can you have it when it's finished? Not if you're in the UK. I don't do any international shipping. Wheel for a chariot? I should make a chariot. That's a good idea. All right, a little bit faster. Yeah, I can't really ship to Japan. Someday when I make it big. Look at that. I gotta zoom in on that. It's like a feather. That's pretty cool. I gotta try to save that. Some ants were living in here. Hopefully they're not still there. Yeah, I don't want to lose that, so I don't want to make it any smaller. I don't really love these flat spots, but they might have to stay because I really want to save all this. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is turn it around and work on the outside again. Now that we're a little more stable. And I am going to speed it up again. If you like this, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Check out some of the other videos that I've done. I've done a lot of different things, a lot of bowls, a lot of cups, all kinds of stuff. A lot of tops, many tops. Usually the lives I do tops, but I feel like I needed to do a bowl. So yeah, check out the channel. A lot of stuff in there. If you like it, go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate all my subscribers and people that support the channel, like Saving Juden. Thank you so much. All right, Eric. Yeah, I already said no, Eric. If you can come pick it up, that would be awesome. But no international shipping. I just don't know how to do it. So someday. There's a lot of really good wood turners in the UK. A lot of them. Check them out. All right, We are spinning about 1400 RPM now. There's some water coming out of it. I don't know where that's coming from. Somewhere from the inside. We're at about 11% moisture. That's not too bad. %21 out here. That was kind of expected. All right, let's get back to it. I think we might lose this. I am going to put some glue in there. It's not going to look the best, but I think it's going to fall off either way, so might as well try it. And this is the thin. It's very watery from Satellite City. The thin will get in and soak into the cracks. Set up for a second. It's a very fancy wood. It's gonna look good. I hope I can keep all this on it. It's just a piece of cherry. Cherry is very common around here. The problem with cherry is that it will start rotting very quickly when it's on the ground. So if you catch it quick and get it up off the ground, you can usually save it, but it'll start rotting and get punky, like cork almost. This is still pretty good. This is compromised, but I think we can save it. We'll see. All right, let's try it again. An injury? No, never had an injury. Hi, Reese. Advance, let's go. No need, this is my mom's account. BK, you're taking your Doge on a walk. Okay. Timothy, you have a bunch of great wood. What kind of wood? I want to mention too the rules of the chat. We don't get political and we don't get creepy. I have some pretty ruthless moderators, so no politics and no creepiness. Yeah, so Caitlin, angle grinders, there's a couple tools that are very dangerous. Angle grinders are one of them. They are, I have one, I don't really love using it, and I try to be very safe with it, but angle grinders, table saws, band saws, but lathes are, if you do the right safety equipment, like I have a face shield that has both the chin and the head part. Or Caitlin. Oh, Reese is the one. Sorry, did I say Caitlin? Yeah. So I've never had any serious injuries yet. I still have all my fingers. Not that I'm always safe, but I always try to be. So anyway, but yeah, their angle grinders are very nasty. They can get pretty bad. And a lot of guys will take the handle off to make it easier, the guard, and that's when bad things happen. Grinding off welds with the cutting disc, yeah, I've done that, and it'll catch something and run right up your arm. It happens very fast. So comparison, this is spinning right now at 1400 RPM. Those angle grinders can go up to like 4500, 5000 RPM, I think, maybe even like 8000 RPM. So it's quite a bit faster than this is going. And also, like, right now, I'm not even standing in front of it. I'm still off to the side, like at the same angle that you're looking at it. Especially with pieces like this that could come flying off. I don't get too close to it. Hey Janet, nice. Is a lid made for the bowl? Yeah, I can do that. This this piece, I have one exactly like it. So it was a piece that I split down the middle with my chainsaw, cut it down the middle, and so I actually have two pieces exactly the same, just mirror image. So yeah, one of them might end up being the lid. So what I'm doing here is called shear scraping, and you take the edge and it cuts these really fine shavings off, and it gives you a really nice smooth edge. I go in, instead of cutting like this, I turn it over and just slice it off a little bit at a time, and it's a really nice edge. Pretty much ready for sanding. Oh, it's pretty good. I really like to take off those edges. All right, we'll try it. I really don't want to leave those edges on there. Mouseman Thompson, famous carpenter here in England. That's awesome. Yeah, carving. Now, I will say, as far as injuries, I have done some carving, and you can see it on my channel. I have cut myself more carving than any other piece of equipment in my shop. So, make sure you're being very careful. Almost there. All right, a little bit more. Alright, I think we're going to be done. I don't want to go any further. I don't want to lose any of this. Yeah, I think that'll do good. Alright, we'll do a little bit of sanding. Didn't have any chisels, so I used a chisel for carving clay. Sorry, I don't have my reading glasses on, so it's taking me a little bit longer. Carving clay sculptures and it snapped. Yeah. Ugh. That's not good. Chisels, some chisels are very brittle. All right. Need to find some new sandpaper. All right, the little cabinet on the wall? Which cabinet? No, I didn't. I think I got that at a garage sale. I love those little cabinets though. All right, put it in the chat where you're from, and let's see. Where you're from and what time is it? Where you're from and what time it is. Alright, BK, you're getting on your computer. Carved a little mouse into all its pieces. Does he have a YouTube channel, Reese? Mouseman Thompson. I need to write that down. Let's look him up. I love carving. I'm not nearly very good at it at all. But Portland, 707. Okay. 3 hours. North Carolina. Suzanne from North Carolina. Caitlin from Kansas. Caitlin Kaufman from Kansas. 907. You're an hour behind me. Michigan. 10:08, okay. BK's back. BK's in Japan. What time is it? Pieces are now antiques. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Reese. That's a great story. Oh, AB, my moderator is here. One of my moderators, 10:08 in Cbus, Columbus, Ohio. Japan, 11:08 a.m. So you're 13 hours ahead. 9 hours. 11 hours ahead. 10 to 10 to 11. I don't know. I'm an engineer. I can't do math. Yep. AB. Thanks, AB. You can help me moderate. It's been pretty good today. Unless they're saying words I don't understand, but I am also from Ohio, about 2 hours north of AB. It's 10:09 right now. Reese, electrical engineer, okay. Yep. My son is an electrical engineer. I am a bracket engineer. No, engineering manager. All right, we're gonna get to sanding. CNC machinist. Looks like more fun. It is, oh, Caitlin, thank you. It's fun because it's freehand. Like there's no, you don't have to follow a drawing, like in a workshop. I've never done, like lathe work, metal work anyway, but I've watched plenty of it. We have it in our shop. But yeah, this is all like, it's more art, I guess. More freehand. And I really love that. So this piece is, it's actually looking pretty good. I'm not too worried about the cracks. There's always a little bit of cracks near the end. It's called checking. It's checked in the near the end grain, but it's pretty solid. It's not going to come apart. I'm not too worried about that. I was worried about some of this coming out, but I think that's all in there. I can still see some glue, but that'll be all right. All right, that was 80 grit. I'm going to go to 150 grit. We'll do 180. Could you glue shavings or put colored resin in the holes? Yeah, I don't really do much resin. This would be a great one for resin, because you could just tape it or something, but I don't. Resin projects take a long time. I like to start and finish at the same night. Plus, resin is very messy. Yeah, it's very messy. I don't know what to do with the shavings. I don't like cutting them off and just throwing them away. Got some tear out there. This is turning out pretty nice. It's very smooth. Now I do need to make sure I'm not completely round. I've got a little bit of space, so it'll sit flat. So AB, my moderator, are you home now, or did you are you at the concert? She was going to a concert tonight, or are you driving? Don't answer if you're driving. All right, this is really nice. I'm going to do a little bit more with this grit. Go to 240. It's probably as far as I'll do it. With wood, you really don't have to go that far and then up in the grit. Alright, that feels pretty good. Alright, let's do... I think I'll put the coating on it later. Oh, we can put some in there. Alright, I'm gonna put some shellac. Seal it up. Driving, that's the concert who's so. Oh, did it start raining? Imagine Dragons, that'd be cool. So, guys, AB has another channel called Ob's Good Videos. AUBS Good GOOD Videos. Check out her channel. It's absolutely hilarious. She's very funny. I'm trying to get her to do more videos. She's great at editing and being funny. So give her some encouragement. Check out her channel. And you may see some appearances by myself. You probably will. Alright, this is shellac. Now, when I do shellac, I mix my own. I buy the flakes and mix them with denatured alcohol. Look at that grain. AB, put the link to your channel. You're a moderator, you can put a link in. I'm going to try to get her to start up some more videos. So shellac, if you look it up, I do have my dust collector on, but it's still a little dusty in here. Shellac is a secretion by the female lac bug, LAC, the bug. She secretes this stuff, and I don't know that they process it. I think it's just like this, but it has good. It seals up. It's almost like sap and pine, but it's from a bug, and it seals very good. So that's why they call it shellac. It's from the lac bug. Totally true. All right, you got a good coat on there. You can see, oh, you're off center a little bit. I don't know if you can see the chatoyance, how it kind of shines in the light at certain angles. That's called chatoyance. S-H-A, not S-H-I. You usually don't see that in cherry, but this is a really nice, it's a really nice grain. So if you have a really nice piece of wood with no knots, no branches, no inclusions, you don't get a lot of character. That's another reason I like to cut firewood. How to do a link? Yeah, that was good. I think you have to do the www.youtube. Let's see if I can make me get my keyboard out. Okay. I think that's it. Shellac bug. Bees make honey. I honestly have no idea. I don't know if they poop it or throw it up or secrete it. I don't know. But it is true. Sometimes I get bad information and I tell things that aren't true, but that one I've actually looked up. All right, this is kind of dry. It's getting tacky. Shellac dries very fast. And a lot of products called sanding sealer are shellac based because it just seals so good. And now I can put super glue on it and it won't soak into the wood as much because of that shellac. All right, figure it out. Did that link not work? Oh, BK subscribe. Yeah, that link worked that I put in. Or NCO Impact Team. That is my another one of the channels that I work on. You guys can subscribe to that too. It's a group of teens. It's a group of teens that we travel around and lead worship in churches in the local Nazarene district. Great group. If you guys find something like that to get involved in, if you're teens, if you're adults, find something like that to help with. It's amazing. All right. Now we do the inside. Yeah, sublayer. Don't leave here. yet. I mean, unless you want to. I guess you can if you want to. Now, I'm going to spin this up and it's going to fling. There's still some wet shellac in here. I don't think anything's in the way. Alright, here we go. Well, I probably should have left the wall a little bit thicker, but too late now. Alright, this is a bowl gouge that I'm using. It's very, very thick, 1/2 inch round, but it's round steel, high-speed steel, so it can really take a beating. Some of the other things, like this is a spindle gouge for spindle turning, and you can see how much thinner that is. You wouldn't really want to use this on a bowl. You could, but you have to take a lot smaller chunks out of it. A skew or a chisel you would not want to use on a bowl because they will break. So you got to be careful what tools you use. And then I really start on the outside and work my way in. If I started in the middle and worked my way out, by the time I got to the outside, it just vibrates so much that you can't get a good cut. Hey Tara, you're back. We're only about halfway through, so made it in time. Hey Brian, you let everyone know my name. I don't know if I've said it yet on this channel or on this live. Oh gee. Something came off. Yep. Wow. Good thing I wasn't standing in front of it. Where'd that go? Really like to glue that back on if I can find it. I think this came off earlier because that's kind of rough cut. Where'd that thing go? Oh, I don't see it. I don't have that big of a room here, but I do not see it. I think I see some pieces. Yeah, it's in many pieces, so we're not going to worry about that. We'll keep going. So now I just have to be careful with my hands. I don't get anywhere close to that edge, but I think it'll look nice. We'll save it. I don't see where it was even held on. Maybe a little piece right here, or a little piece right there. So that was going to come off. No question. All right. All right, we got a little bit to go yet. And actually, I'm gonna switch to my brand new bowl gouge. Never been used, just sharpened. Look at that. So these are ground a little bit different. This one's more ground to do the bottom of the bowl, where this one is more swept back to do the sides. Just different angle, different grind. That's pretty good. Tara, what are you guys talking about? A piece came up, that's really for character. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I really like a nice symmetric bowl with that's complete, but I don't know, it's kind of cool. That's character. How are you doing tonight? Are you asking me, Tara? I'm doing pretty good. Are you talking to Caitlin? Okay. You guys have been in several of the lives. BK, Caitlin, Tara. You guys are like my OG live. You guys have been here since I started doing live streams. All right, so I think I'm good with the thickness. Now I just have to take off the middle. I thought I heard something, but like a crack, but I think we're good. This is going to be really nice through here. That's going to be neat. Ice cream trucks. Name no. Thanks for coming in, but try to type in English if you can. This is mostly English, and I apologize, but I don't know what you're saying, so I prefer English. Just because we want to keep a family channel. Hey Django, thanks for stopping in. Not every day, a lot, but I may need to cut that back a little bit. I haven't been sleeping very good, so I'm trying to limit my nighttime lives, maybe to weekends and maybe a little bit earlier in the evening. Guys, bear with me for a couple minutes. I need to sharpen my bow gouge. I will be right back. Alright. Not too bad. This is the tool I made to sharpen the bowl gouge with my bench grinder. Kind of neat. I think I have a video on that, I'm not sure. Alright, we'll see if it cuts better now. How long have I been on? Hour and a half. Yes. Alright, we'll see if it cuts better. Oh, yeah. getting a little thin. So one thing in wood turning, if you go too far and cut a hole in the bottom, it's called the funnel club. Nobody wants to be a part of the funnel club because you change a bowl into a funnel very quickly. But I've got, it's very consistent all the way around, so I think we're good. Pretty nice. Got a little bit of tear out here, but I think the wood is a lot softer right there, so it's not cutting as good. But that's when we bring in this guy. I'll have to do some sanding. So one thing that I've noticed is as I've carved this out, it is changing shape. So where it was wet, kind of in this area, it's drying because it's so thin and it's warping. So I need to work pretty quick because I'm not going to be able to sand it pretty soon. But I think we're done cutting. Thanks, Tara. Speedy work. Jingo. It's been an hour and a half. But that's one thing I love about wood turning is we have a bowl in an hour and a half. Like this is a sellable bowl or giveawayable bowl if you wanted to give it away. I usually give them away to friends and family or whatever, but in an hour and a half, a whole project. Now we're just kind of finishing. Fruit bowl, but could have been used as one. I'm always fascinated by wood carving stuff. How am I going to stand near the bark? Good question. So I won't use it while it's spinning. I can only go up a little bit, but once it stops, I just kind of lightly. And then I'm also going to sand off some of this looser stuff. And I try to take off sharp edges. And another thing about sanding is when it's spinning, this part out here is moving much faster than this in here. If you think about velocity times distance, or RPM, revolutions per minute here at say 1 inch, and revolutions per minute at 2 inches, this is going to be twice as fast as at 1 inch. So you have to hand sand the center, because as it's spinning, it literally does not move. And then even with the round sand, I can still go with the grain. I hold it angled off. It's a pretty neat tool from Amazon. All right, I'm gonna do a lighter grit. There's some, you can see some gouges in here, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I think there's a lot of character in this bowl, and I'm not gonna try to get all of it out and make it super smooth. So we're going to 180. That was 80. This is 180. And you can kind of see it wobbling. It's drying out and changing shape. Funnel back set. Would you fill it with wood fill or just the funnel? I would probably let me think about that. If I got a funnel, I would probably put it in the fire pile and start over. So a lot of guys sell stuff, and they have to save. They have to be really efficient. I don't sell stuff, so for me, I'm not as worried about it. For me, the fun is making. So I don't think I would save it. But I think I've only done it twice in 4 years. So the weight difference, a little bit in the weight difference. But when I was cutting it, like I can hear it, the cutting tool bouncing, so I know it's actually changing shape. All right, I gotta clean that. See if my fan will clean it. That is quite a blower. All right, I'm gonna put some shellac on there. So since I use the same brush all the time, I actually keep it in a jar with a little bit of denatured alcohol in the bottom. So I cut off a brush so it would fit in the jar. Otherwise it dries very hard. And I don't want to wash it every time. Just a little hack there. Historic window restoration, that would be lost without wood filler. Yeah. I don't use a lot of wood filler. Typically what I'll do is put some super glue, rub sawdust in it of the same wood that I'm using, and then spray it with accelerator. And that usually works pretty good. But yeah, wood filler for glazing and for old stuff, definitely. I've done a lot of renovation on the house here, and definitely needs some wood filler now and then. Tara, where are you from? I forget. Caitlin's from Kansas. BK's from Japan. Django, where are you from? What was that? Is there an unbalanced tire it would move while cutting? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not saying that isn't part of it. It's definitely part of it. But this is it's very thin now, so there's not a lot that the weight is doing. I've just seen quite a bit when wet wood, especially like this part of the wood was very dry. It was 10%, and then up in this half was 20%. So when I see that, when it starts cutting thin, it will dry and start changing shape. So like I can't wait overnight to finish something. It usually needs to be done same day. I feel like I'm talking too much. Somebody else talk. I'm running out of words. That looks pretty good. I love that. Almost looks like it was in a fire. You can see that chatoyance right in there. That is a nice piece of wood. And I have another one just like it. Alright, so over the next couple of days, what I'll do is lightly sand, put more shellac, lightly sand, put more shellac. Because I think this one should be very shiny. Some of them I do. I leave like wood shine, I guess I would say. Um, Other ones I like to be shiny, and this one just has so much wood character in it that I'm going to try to make it shiny. So it'll be a lot of sanding, shellac, back and forth. All right, guys, that's about it. Definitely, if you like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel. You don't have to. I don't do members only or anything like that. What city do I live in? I live near in between Columbus and Cleveland. It's too small. I don't want to tell you what city. You'll come stalk me. But yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, definitely subscribe to my channel. Look up other people in your area. If you want to get into it, there's definitely a lot of wood turning groups all over the country, all over the world. So, Canada. Who was, Django from Canada? That's right, I remember that now. Manitoba. Yeah, I remember that now. Sorry about that, Django. I should remember. But yeah, there's Ruby Claire's up in Canada. I know Canada's huge, but lot of good wood turners in Canada. A lot of good wood turners in the UK. So yeah, hey, it is coming up on 11 o'clock or just past 11. So I'm gonna get a shower and go to bed. If you like the stream, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Watch some of my old videos, and we'll see you in the next live. Probably do another one tomorrow at some point, maybe earlier in the afternoon. I'm on Eastern time, so but anyway, we'll see you. Thanks for stopping in, and have a good night. Thanks for stopping in, Caitlin, Django, BK, Tara, Phoenix. Yeah, we'll see you. Thanks for being here. Bye, BK. See you, Caitlin. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping in. See ya.